The Ukrainian capital of Kyiv is bracing for more drone strikes tonight after the Kremlin blamed Ukraine for a drone attack on Moscow, the first to hit civilian areas in the Russian capital. Several residential buildings were damaged and 2 people were injured. Ukraine denies any direct involvement in this attack, but it's the latest sign that the war could be entering a new phase. President Vladimir Zelensky has even said the timing of Ukraine's counteroffensive has been set. CNN's Jim Sciutto is here to break down the very latest. A lot has been going on these last 24 hours. Jim, bring us up to speed.
So, biggest thing is that Ukraine is proving its ability to strike in Russian-controlled territory. Russian-controlled territory inside Ukraine, taken over since the invasion, but also, crucially, inside Russia. Here, Kursk, across the border in Belgorod, Voronezh, but in Moscow. And on civilian targets there, it seems with drones, now Ukraine has not claimed responsibility, but they have not denied direct responsibility for this. But the key seems to be showing its ability to attack behind enemy lines, even on the Russian homeland. And the crucial timing here is that in advance of this highly anticipated Ukrainian counteroffensive, showing an ability to attack there, but also keeping Russia on its toes, so to speak. You know, they don't know where they might strike next.
Yeah, I mean, it seems as though it is. I mean, Vladimir Putin, for his part, has said this was terrorist activity. As you point out, though, Ukrainians, top officials there, are saying, we did not have direct, keyword, involvement in what happened in Moscow. What more do we know about how these drones were used and who could be behind them?
So we don't know what specific drones were used. We do know that in the past, Ukraine has used old Soviet-era drones. You know, listen, this goes back to the 70s, not as capable of drones as we know today. But to your point, they don't deny they're denying direct responsibility. They're not denying any responsibility here. And that's key because, listen, we've talked a lot about the Ukraine war. Russia, throughout the war, has attacked Ukrainian civilian sites in Kyiv repeatedly, including horribly in the last 24 hours and going back, you know, all across the country here. So for Ukraine to attack a civilian target inside Russia is a step and could create tension between Ukraine and its NATO backers and the U.S. For attacking civilian targets, because it has given them the moral high ground not to attack civilian targets to this point.
Right. And of course, allies, including the U.S., have given Ukraine tons of weapons, but there's always been that concern or that precondition this should not be used.
That could be the red line here. It's not clear that Ukraine has used, in fact, there's no evidence that Ukraine has used Western-supplied weapons to strike Russian territory, certainly civilian targets in Moscow. And that could create divisions between Ukraine and its Western backers if it were to use such weapons to do so, given all the, and purely understandable and justifiable anger that the U.S. and Western allies have expressed due to Russia's attacks on civilian targets inside Ukraine.
Yeah, but it's interesting, too, that the U.S.-supplied Patriot missiles have really been helping save lives there in Ukraine in the wake of those attacks.
No question, and they've been very successful. And we should not equate the two of these things because Russia has been attacking. First of all, Russia attacked Ukraine unprovoked, and it's been attacking civilian targets for close to a year and a half since it invaded Ukraine, going back to February.
Can't lose sight of that for sure. Jim Sciutto, thank you so much. Well, let's get more perspective now from former U.S. Ambassador to NATO, Kurt Volker. He was also the U.S. Special Envoy to Ukraine. Ambassador Volker, thanks for coming on tonight. So this morning, Russian President Putin responded to the Moscow drone attacks. Here's what he said.
Kyiv chose the path of intimidation of Russian citizens and attacks on residential buildings. It is a clear sign of terrorist activity.
So calling this terrorist activity suggests how seriously he takes this and the kind of response he could take. Do you think Putin might use this moment as grounds for even more severe tactics?
Well, first off, I think if Putin could use more severe tactics, he would already be doing it. His forces are doing very badly in Ukraine. He's escalated the attacks on Ukrainian cities already. If he could do more, he would. And I think his messaging here is really about trying to reassure the Russian public, who have got to be freaking out that there are actually attacks happening inside Russia now, something that they had not seen before. He's called this a special military operation. He has said that this is, responding against, NATO, responding against Nazis in Ukraine. And now all of a sudden, there's actually something happening inside Russia. This is putting pressure on him, and he's trying to control the narrative.
What does that do in terms of public sentiment in Russia? The fact that Russian civilians are now feeling the effects of this war on their own soil?
Well, the first thing is I think it's bringing home to them the idea that this is actually a war. Putin has tried to portray this as a special military operation, far away, dealing with something inside Ukraine, and fully justified. And the fact that this is not what's happening is already evident to lots of people. Russia's lost so many people, so much equipment, the war has gone on so long. And now that they see something inside Russia, I think it adds to that confusion. But one thing I want to come back to what Jim Sciutto said, which he's making an assumption that Ukraine was targeting civilian targets. We don't know that. We don't know what the targets were because all of the drones that were fired were shot down by Russia. We don't know where they were going. It could have been military targets. We don't know. We also don't know where they were fired from or who did it. And so I think we all have to assume that Ukraine would have facilitated this in some way. But there's a lot we don't know, so we shouldn't jump to assumptions.
Well, let's talk more about that. And as Jim emphasized, Ukraine is basically denying direct involvement. But how credible is that? I mean, clearly very careful word selection there. How credible is it, especially given our previous reporting that U.S. intelligence picked up chatter of Ukrainian officials blaming each other for the Kremlin drone attack?
Yeah. Well, the first thing is that remember last week we saw these attacks inside Russian territory in Belgorod. And these were all Russians who are against Vladimir Putin and who gathered some military equipment, made an incursion just to prove a point that they could do so. They probably could not have done that without some kind of tacit Ukrainian support. But at the same time, it wasn't Ukrainians doing it. It wasn't Ukraine conducting the attacks. As far as the drones go, we don't know where they're fired from, and I think that's significant because it's a long way from the Ukrainian border to Moscow with a lot of air defenses along the way. So for these drones to get there, it indicates to me they probably weren't fired from Ukraine, but somewhere inside Russia. Even then, we don't know who did it. It could be Ukrainian special forces. It could be these kind of Russian partisans. It could be facilitated by Ukraine in some way. There's just a lot that is unclear about all of this.
All right, Kurt Volker, thank you for offering your perspective tonight.